Weather is a significant threat to our lives and our property, particularly here in Georgia. Now, we have an adequate radar network from the National Weather Service in the Terminal Doppler Weather Radar at the Hartsfield International Airport. However, there are often gaps and there are often needs for even higher resolution, more detailed information. The Georgia Tech University of Georgia radar is what we call an X-band radar, so it provides more detail and fidelity. Now, it's not replacing the National Weather Service radar, but it provides a complement, greater detail, and in some cases, particularly in the northeastern part of the state, may actually fill some gaps.
The aim of the Severe Storm Center is to come up with new and innovative ways to predict, detect, and track severe weather in North Georgia. Right off the bat, this radar is ideally suited to track severe weather and relay that information to the National Weather Service and emergency managers. In our research, we are going to try to come up with new and innovative ways of using that structural data of the storms and machine learning to predict storms in advance.
But the challenge is that we couldn't put it in Athens and we couldn't put it at Georgia Tech because we wanted to cover both areas. In comes Georgia Gwinnett College. Georgia Gwinnett College in Lawrenceville is perfectly situated for the range of this radar so that we can cover Athens, Atlanta, and even some of those northeast regions that may be in some of the blind spots from some of the existing radars.
So we are excited that Georgia Gwinnett College will have a weather radar located on its premises. This weather radar will expand both teaching and research opportunities for Georgia Gwinnett College students. Having a weather radar available locally on campus will help our students gain hands-on experience in understanding how weather radar works in theory and practice. It is common for students to lack interest in certain topics, but using the real-world example like weather radar will help them understand the value of the concept. It will enhance student engagement, it will motivate them to learn and think critically.
It's ideally suited in between the two campuses of UGA and Georgia Tech, so it'll be able to see the weather in high detail. And the interesting thing is it's going to cover a whole bunch of different land use categories. If you start off at the Georgia Tech campus, it's a highly urban area, downtown Atlanta. When you move into the suburbs and then into rural areas between the two schools, and then it'll end up again in a semi-urban area, which is the UGA campus. We'll be able to look at high detail at storms as they cross those regions and not only give some warning to those communities, but also see how the storms might change.
I want to emphasize the importance of the research that this may be enabling here in the state of Georgia. Oftentimes, the National Weather Service or NOAA and other federal agencies are conducting research field experiments in the Southeast. With a resource like this immediately enables Georgia Tech, GTRI, and the University of Georgia to propose to include its radar and its radar data and its students in future field campaigns and research efforts, and that further strengthens the research enterprise here in the state. It's a perfect partnership. It illustrates how University System of Georgia institutes can collaborate, maximize, and leverage the dollar of taxpayers in the state, and also move the state forward in a way that may also inform and educate future generations.